Hello, everyone. My name is Alice Bull, and I run the membership group at scraphappy.org. And I am so excited because this is one of our monthly sessions that we do. We open it up for everybody to come and join us. The only catch is you either have to be a ScrapHappy member or you have to be on my email list. So if you want to do that, go to scraphappy.org/subscribe and you can sign up. I don't email that much. I'm kind of like hesitant when it comes to emailing. So it's generally a safe thing. And of course, there's always an unsubscribe if you change your mind and like, that's not what I want. Well, good morning, everyone. It is morning here for me, and I'm so excited. It feels like it's been a while, which probably it has, because, it's been a month since we did Scrapbook Live. I havenent peeked at my whole kit. I kind of barely peeked at the kit, and I'm like, so excited as what's in it. I'm going to be using a kit from the ScrapRoom. You can find them at scrap-room.com online. And this kit I'm going to use is called Flavors of the Month. I've also ordered an additional embellishment pack or embellishment add-on or something along that line. If somebody knows the actual proper name of it, please type it in the chat for us. It's like the embellishment add-on kit. I think that's what it's called. So the Flavors of the Month is actually like 4 mini kits, which I think is wonderful. So I'm going to show you what's in my mini kits, and then I'm going to scrapbook with some of this. We get to play together, we get to hang out together, and we're going to be doing a draw for a free kit. So you will get a whole Flavors of the Month kit for yourself if you are today's lucky winner. That usually happens near the time when I'm wrapping up my first layout, thinking, am I going to be doing a second layout? At that point, that's usually when I do the draw. It's usually about an hour or so from now. Heather says, I got mine and it is so cute. I know, they're fantastic. I have to say, since I've gone to using these kits, I'm so happy, but let me show you why. I have a new camera set up. We're going to try it. So let's give this a chance. And wrong button. I don't have to screen share. I can just go right into this. You can see my face down. So this here, everything comes packed in this nice like bubble mailer. So everything arrives in good shape. Oh, this is like backwards cam for me. Do you see the letters zesty proper, or do you see them backwards? Can you, Amy, if you see it the right way, can you give me a thumbs up? I just want to know because I haven't used this camera. Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, you see it good. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so this is the embellishment pack, and I'll pull up pieces from that as we go. I also have here the information that comes with it. One thing that does come in the kits, and you can choose not to, but why, are little packs of coffee. They usually have a slightly different label. I get my pack a little bit early just so I can have them on time to show everybody. So this month is vanilla hazelnut. So I actually got smart. I have that right in my coffee today. So it's like an extra special scrapbooking day. Notes to Alice, I need my July winner information. I think I sent it, but if not, I'll double check on that. So super good. They're so sweet to work with. There's a sketch on here. They have a freaky fast formula. You should check out their YouTube for some of the stuff. Go to their website. They have all kinds of inspiration. It's fantastic. So this is the embellishment kit, but here are the 4 mini kits. So the thing about these kits is usually, okay, so there has been a theme or a system. We'll see if they break it at all, but generally there are enough papers in the pack to do like a double page spread, or maybe a little more depending on how you do your stuff. This first one here is from Bella Blvd. It is called You Are My Sunshine, and look at how fun and pretty it is. So I'm liking this already. There are different little embellishments. Sorry, new camera. There are different little embellishments in here. So I have some layered embellishments. It's just a part of a pack, right? You don't get the whole pack when you're getting these embellishments. There are some puffy stickers. I got the lovely little rainbow with all the little polka dots around it. Like, look at the little polka dots. Can I make it seeable? There we go. So cute. And then there's a bunch of die cuts in here as well. So you never know quite what you're going to get for embellishments, but I think that's part of the fun. And from the way I scrapbook, this tends to be a lot. Like, it tends to be enough for me. Although, you know, you always want a few more options, which is why I do get the extra add-on pack. And I'll show you that in a sec. But what I generally get is 2 sheets of cardstock. This time it's white, and then 3 sheets of pattern paper. Now my heart is like singing when I look at these, like beautiful rainbows, beautiful rainbow stripe paper. There's this really cute little floral that has polka dots in it. And then we're going to look at the other side. Oh, this beautiful rainbow paper. This has the word sunshine all over it. Can you see the word sunshine? How cute is that? And this like little clouds, but some of the little clouds have little hearts in the corner. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. So these are looking like super fun, super bright, and I love that. So I'm just going to turn to this embellishment kit and check out what's in here. So the embellishment kit, that is definitely not it. Wow. Okay, this is so cool. So there is a sunshine cutouts. So these are pre-cut cutouts from Bella Blvd. They come in a pack or whatever, and here is one I have. It says sunshine. It has the cute little, a few extra little butterfly pieces. This is neat. I haven't actually used any of the Bella Blvd cutouts. Has anybody here used them? Like, type it in the chat and say like if you've used them. This feels like super nice quality, you guys, like super nice. So what a fun thing to kind of get as an extra embellishment add-on. Okay, well, I like this paper. It is fun and playful. I do have a fun and playful photo, which I will show you in a few minutes. I'm going to tuck these in here, and I'm going to tuck these in here so everything is together. Okay, so that was already super fun, but there are 3 more. So let's try to go through quickly so we can get to scrapbooking, but I can't help it. We have here Lake Life, Lake Life collection. This is from where? Oh, Fancy Pants. From Fancy Pants, Lake Life collection from Fancy Pants. So I've got 2 sheets of cardstock. These are, they look like walnut cream, maybe? No, fig swirl. There you go. I'm not an expert when it comes to it. It's fig swirl from Basil. It's like the flat, not the textured. And then we've got 3 sheets of pattern paper, the beautiful wood grain. And then there's this one with the stars. Then you've got the one with these florals. I tell you, that is not exactly my favorite floral I've ever seen. Anybody want to say that out loud? I'm going to say it out loud. That's okay. I didn't make it. Whoever did make it, they probably love it. Oh, it does say actually by Renee Looney. That's okay. We don't have to agree. But this plaid, oh, of course, it's on the back of the wood grain. You know, why do they do that to me? And then there's a nice one with the trees and what acorns? What are the other things? The tree things, pine cones. And then this other kind of like picnic blanket plaid. I don't know. All the technical names that you get here. I love the wood grain stars, says Beth. Yeah, so they are actual wood grain little stars. So that's actually really fun. I'm not sure that I love this pattern, but I do like the backside of it. So, you know, and normally I like those bold, bright patterns, but that one's just not calling me. To go with this, there are some fun pieces. I actually have the Fancy Pants Designs Lake Life enamel dots. So that is extra fun. And with this, oh shoot, what was included in here? Did I pull it out already? No, I didn't. Oh, maybe I did. I pulled it out already. So we've also got some little die cuts, but included in this die cut. So there's lots of fun little pieces. You can see the oars. And then you can see there's some, I want to say that they're chipboard, but they're not. They're actually wood veneer, but they're like, oh shoot, almost like MDF wood rather than like actual wood. I don't know what to say. How do you say that? But they're quite thick. They're thicker than a lot of wooden pieces. So with this, there's actual like instructions. So you get a quarter of the Fancy Pants ephemera, which varies, and a quarter of the Fancy Pants wood, which also varies. So that was what was in here. Oh, look at this little duck. So cute. Okay. And then in this kit, you get like I said, the Fancy Pants enamel dots, and that's like the whole pack of them. Okay, well, that is a very good contender for the scrapbooking that I am thinking of doing today. Next up, yay. Okay, this is the Paige Evans. This just came out, you guys. This is the Paige Evans Bungalow Lane. I've got 2 sheets of blue paper. It is called Arctic. So Arctic blue. And then I've got 3 sheets of pattern. I do like these little flowers. And this says happy as can be and wonderful, one fine day, homemade, home sweet home, sweet thing. And then there's some little stars in this one. And I don't know, can you see the pattern on the stars? They're kind of scratchy. I know it's like going blurry when I get too close. It doesn't like that. But you can kind of see they kind of have like this scratchy design to them. And then on the opposite side, we have this wonky stripe. When you look at this stripe, it actually looks like little chains put together. It's like little chains. And then I've got this design, this geometric. It's kind of like pink and this weird brown. And then this little hash mark stripey kind of paper. So some good neutrals. I wouldn't say this is not my favorite color collection either. I'm just saying that out loud. But overall, it's beautiful. I would probably still use it. And so also in here, I have some of the puffy stickers. They're kind of like chipboard stickers that are quite puffy, quite dimensional. I got part of the package of that. And then a bunch of the pieces to go with this collection. And there's like a variety of die cuts, and you can see that some of them have like the metallics on them. So that's kind of fun. Oh, look at that big flower. I love the big branches. I love branches and stuff like that. Actually, I think I recently bought myself a metal die cut thing that's like all branches and stems of flowers or something. I'll have to look and see where I put that because I haven't actually used it yet. So this is really nice. Now I do have a note that the Paige Evans sticker sheet that's in the embellishment kit is on back order. They're going to send it out to me with next month's kit. Please remind crafters that they will be in the kits by this September, but I get my kit a month early. So sometimes this happens. She says, sorry. I'm like, I can live. It's all good. It's not like I'm short on options either. So really fun. They always make sure that their kits are put together good. And then finally, now I tell you, I've been waiting for this collection to come out for months. Ever since I saw it, I have wanted this collection. So we have here the collection from Simple Stories. It is the Simple Vintage Lemon Twist. They've given me 2 sheets of nice black cardstock that has a bit of that texture to it. I'm already getting my fingerprints on it. and then 3 sheets of pattern paper. And instead of like other little things, I've got the whole sheet of the 12 by 12 sheet, which I think is super fun. So excited to have that. But look at this lemon twist paper. I just love it. This paper right here, that's so pretty. And then there's a beautiful plaid. And then this design, it looks a little distressed, but not too distressed. That's what I like about their simple vintage ones they've done. They have like a little distress, but I'm not really big on like the over distressing. This paper, really pretty. Look at that floral. Oh, with the butterflies. I love that. And then nice yellow, that's simple. So I definitely love this. I love all of them, actually. I could use every single one, but I sure love that floral too. So to go with that, like I said, with the kit, so even if you ordered just the flavors of the month, you would have this whole 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And then to go with all of this lovely, yummy goodness, I have a sheet of puffy, they're not puffy stickers. They're like thick chipboard, thicker kind of stickers. I don't know what do they call them? They call them foam stickers. Simple Stories foam stickers. You get half a pack. So there's actually 2 sheets like this in the packages of the stickers. I get half of the pack to go with this, with my embellishments. So that is the 4th kit. We've got Simple Stories. We've got the Paige Evans Bungalow Lane. We've got the Lake Life collection from Fancy Pants. And we have the rainbow stuff from Bella Blvd. I'm a little bit torn because this wasn't my favorite collection, but I totally have pictures to go with it. So I think it's going to be perfect because the embellishments are going to rock. So we are going to go with this. Let me show you the picture I'm working with. I know, Rain says, wow, I love the citrus papers. Vicky says, I love the lemon paper, and she loves the butterflies too. April says, I love lemons. I just did my bullet journal for September calendar, and it's all citrus. Roz says, I have some of the Simple Stories. It is gorgeous. I'm going to tell you, I bought that collection already because I couldn't wait. April says, do you have an affiliate link? No, they sponsored my prizes for this, and I tell you how much I love them. So there you go. That's all good. So here we go. This is the kit I'm going to use because this is my picture. This is me going kayaking. We did a little bit of extreme kayaking. Now I can't get it to focus again, but the look of terror on my face kind of tells you everything when it comes to this. My husband went ahead of me so he could turn around and take my picture because he knew it was going to be dramatic. And once I made it down there, I'm like, oh, I survived. Like, it was quite a relief. I will have a few more pictures that I want to do from this weekend of camping that we did and the kayaking and stuff that we did. I'm happy to use different collections and stuff like that because I don't have a lot. Yeah, so I'm really excited about the picture. I'm really excited about the fun that we had and what I finally got. My husband gave me all of the video clips because he took lots of video clips too. So I'm actually going to put together a mini video from our trip and make a QR code to stick onto at least one or probably more of the pages so that you can see all of the fun adventures that we had. But okay, so I had to pick this collection. I know it's called Lake Life and the paper itself doesn't, scream that at you, but like the little embellishments that are going with this. I've got these little paddles right here. Like, how can I not choose this? Right? I think that's going to be just too fun. So it says go fish. There's like birds. There's live, love, lake life. And there's even a canoe on top of an old car, which is fun. Ooh, this one here says river. There's a couple little florals in here. I think that's really fun. I think it's going to add a lot to my page and we'll go from here. And who doesn't love some enamel dots? Now, one thing that I have pulled out of my stash recently because I am really bad for not using them are my wood veneers. So I'm going to give myself bonus points if I can pull something out of my little wood veneer bowl and use that on my page today, because we all give ourselves bonus points. Rain says, when you have a chance, would you please let me know how to do a QR code? You betcha. I do have an easy tutorial somewhere on adding QR codes to videos. It is very, very simple. So can you put together, answer me this, Rain, can you make a YouTube video? Have you ever put a video on YouTube before? Because if you can put a video on YouTube, then you're already ready for this. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. Okay, and remember, I didn't love this pattern. We'll see if any gets on here. It does have the right colors, kind of. So I use a little bit of it for matting or something. It's gonna help pull out that bright orange of my kayak. So I might be okay with that. She says, no, but I think I can figure it out. Super easy, right? You make a YouTube account and you load your video onto YouTube. And from there, okay, this one had the plaid I really like too. Oh gosh, I like all the stuff. This is terrible. I'm definitely going to want to use some of this. Maybe what I'll do, let me look at their sketch. That's just not going to work for me today. So we're not going to go with their sketch. So I like the idea. Oh, I really want to do a diagonal design. I think that that's going to work. So then I can use both sides of this paper and it's going to be beautiful. Okay. That's always complicated because I need to cut on a diagonal, but let's go for it. Is ruler long enough? No. Oh, I have to grab my other ruler. Oh yeah, I cleaned something up. Oh. I cleaned something up. Amazing. I put something away. Okay, let's cut this strip off before that messes me up. And I'm gonna go. So yes, so start by putting your video onto YouTube. From there, I use a site called GoQR.me, I think. I'd have to look. And then, but there's a lot of QR makers. Any QR maker is fine. And then all you need to do is grab the link from your YouTube video, put that into the QR maker. It makes the weird little square shape with all the little blobs on it. And then literally all you have to do from that point is add in, like print it out. Make sure you print it fully square, right? So that it doesn't, if you turn it over, you can cut along the line. Oh, have you tried turning off the autofocus on my camera? Thank you. I will, try. Oh, yeah. Stuff Alice doesn't know how to do. Should we add that to the list? I know there is a thing, because Joe had showed me how to do that one time, but since then we've disconnected all the stuff. It's something I might have to learn how to do. I'm so sorry, everyone. New technology. Yes. So I'm going to grab my pencil. She's like, no worries. I'm like, it's been driving me crazy, so I'm sure it's driving you crazy too, and I'm sorry.
Alice?
Yes.
I took off my mute just to type. I'm looking at this same piece of paper, and if you turn it over, it actually has the line right where you want to cut.
Right in the very center. Oh, it's like they cheated and made it easy for us.
It's like they knew you wanted to cut it in half.
Look at them being my best friend today. Thanks, Beth. Oh, and I bonked my camera with my head while I grabbed my scissors. Sorry, guys. You are working with like somebody that goes on the wall. Yeah, Candace says that is brilliant. Thank you. I saw something about turn it over and I totally kind of missed it in my looking for the camera thing. So I'm going to cut along here. I'm gonna tell you, I don't do a lot with scissors because it's not as nice as when you get like a nice straight, super perfect cut. But we're going for it. That was like so perfect, honestly. Thank you. She did so good. Obviously, somebody has this paper too, hey? Awesome. I'm gonna need a base, and because I have this paper, I can pull it out and use it as my base. Cut that off. And definitely going to want half of it like this and half of it like this. Now, I don't know if I want the blue up here and the wood down here, or if I want to have it the other. Oh, I kind of do like that actually. This is heavier. So normally I would have thought to put it on the bottom, but I think by the time I add all the stuff, it's going to make more sense to have it up there. So I think that's how it's going to go. Wood on top, says Amy. There we go. See, this is perfect. This is called like helping Alice scrapbook. Why do you do scrapbook live sessions, Alice? So that people can help me come up with titles, so that I get good advice on scrapbooking, so that people can help me do all the things. Plus we get to hang out together. Oh yeah, and now you can see my little pencil line there, because of course I drew it at the opposite angle. That's okay. I don't know if I'm brave enough to try to erase it, because I might just erase half of the design on there. So we'll see how much is showing and if I need to fiddle with that afterwards. Phone a friend, poll the group, lifelines. Exactly. April gets it. So we have a blog on ScrapHappy, and April is one of our bloggers, and she does a card focus. So we have once a month where we have card focused blog post, and that's from April. And this past month, she did a blog post that we were all inspired by pets, and she not only scrapbooked a page kind of about pets and animals, but it also used her new tool /pet. It's like, ooh. And it was just the funnest design. She used, is it called the wreath builder, April? Is that what it is? And she made like this super cute, yeah, the wreath builder. It was so fun with all of the little puppy dogs. And I just think sometimes you see those tools, but until you actually see somebody like, oh, this is what you do with it, you're like, oh, because when you look at the wreath builder, it's not like instinctive where it's like, oh yeah, that's going to turn out great, I'm going to just do that. Oh yeah, this is going to be great. Okay, now I mentioned that I don't like this design. I think it's the blue in it. No, I don't love that blue in it. So, but I am gonna want a little bit of that color. So I'm gonna just matte with it, and then I see almost none of the blue, but I do get a little bit more of that brightness. So I know that this is a trick that my friend Amy does when she has pattern papers that are like overwhelming or crazy. She uses them for matting. Okay. So, when I first saw it, says April, I thought that the wreath builder is way too time consuming until I watched Gina K demonstrate it, and then all the light bulbs went off on how to use it. Yeah, it's one of those things that once you see it, you're like, oh, now I get it. and it's really fun. So if you want to see her post, you just pop over to the scraphappy.org website, look for the word blog up in the corner, and then you can look for April's post that talks about her pet / new tool. Amy says, overwhelming or crazy? We call that madness A-sides. She's like, B-sides forever. We just did a fun class during the Scrap Smarter experience all about A-sides and B-sides. And I use both, definitely. I generally love A-side papers, just not that one. But look how much, like, it looks so nice now. Debbie says, I love that class. April says, I'm glad to have both A and B. I love me an A with the B-sides of the backup singers of scrapbooking. There have been some amazing singers coming out of that backup singers, right? They might have got their start there, but okay. So on the back side of this, there is a nice little gingham plaid, right? That's gingham plaid. I think I'm remembering gingham. Is gingham called a plaid? Maybe I'm just wrong. Ooh, and I did love the stars. So I think I'm gonna need some like layers that are kind of sticking us to, oh yeah. Sticking us down here. And then I gotta start figuring out where some of the little pieces are gonna go. Okay. So live, love, lake life. That could be okay. Go fish is probably not my thing. Although the little thing with the fish, I'm not opposed to using that, even though I was not fishing. We did see somebody catch a fish and it was massive. Like when they were on the lake, they were screaming their heads off because they caught this fish. And when they came to shore, like everybody went over because they're holding it up in their net and it was huge, like huge, huge. It was a jackfish, also called a northern pike, which was super fun, except oh, it's got marshmallows and hot chocolate. I had that. You weren't actually allowed to take those fish out of that lake. But the guy didn't know that when he caught them, and like we're not like the fish cops, so but it was so big, and like the excitement, and his kid caught it, right? Like, so oh my gosh, like it's like a tragedy that they would have a rule that says you can't keep those fish, but we didn't say anything. Although I told all of you. But yeah, it was super fun. Okay, now do I want, I think just part of this needs to be matted like this. Okay, and oh yes, a little bit of that too. So that was about how wide? I had ruler here. 6. So if I just cut that in half, I think. Let's go with that. So got to build some layers. I think that's great. I'm gonna do a little bit more down here so that I have enough room. Let me see, maybe 5. There, I've got a little bit of that. And like right now, this is kind of blending right in. So like I said, I don't like to do a lot of distressing, but I think that would actually be really nice on the edges of this, especially since it's such like a rustic-y kind of collection. And I'm gonna want, so I'm gonna grab a ink to do that. Okay, I don't know which one of these brands. I've got all these distressed oxides. I don't know which one I want, but take this. That one looks okay. So that's the vintage photo. Actually, I like the vintage photo better. Let's get like a little, you know, like a little sponge thing to go around here, but I'm just gonna just lightly touch the edges here. This is just going to create like a little bit of definition between the layers, because I think that sometimes the layers, especially when you have like pattern on pattern, you just need something. So sometimes it's like a neutral layer or like a B-side layer in between things, which is, you know, also creates dimension, but sometimes you just need that little bit of separation. So you kind of almost, your eye sees the edge so it knows where to stop and where to start. I think that's how I think about that in my head. And now when I put that under there, it looks so much better. So do you want to compare, like if anybody's like, I'm not seeing what you're seeing? Okay, so this, right, without the strong edges, to this, where suddenly you have the edges, I just think that's like way better. So going with that. Now I have some of this. I want something that brings us our eye more vertical across this side. This isn't quite long enough, this leftover piece, but I have this piece here. So I'm envisioning something that draws me this way, that goes a little bit higher. It's a style I've used a lot. This camera, oh my gosh, I don't know how to change it. I'm gonna text my husband and be like, can you fix this? My camera autofocus is going crazy. Help. I think he's still here. Now, how wide? Maybe I'll make it 2.5 inches. Then that's going to be able to sneak under here. So now I've got that vertical layer in there, and I can see the same thing. I'm going to want to kind of define the edges of this as well. And I'm going to cut it right there. So Vicky says, Mamarazzi. She says, I seem to be the B-side girl, but I love the double-sided toys. Because sometimes like you get the other side is just so wonderful. Sometimes I think like they put A sides on both sides, and sometimes they put B sides on both sides. And I'm always like, that should have been different. It's like when I looked at the back of this wood grain, I'm like, didn't they put something I didn't like on the other side? That would have been so much better. So my autofocus is going nuts and it keeps trying to change. I know there's a setting somewhere, but I honestly don't know. Do you know where to even look for that?
I'm sorry, honey, I had kids for this tech stuff.
I know, but he's not here. He's not here, and this is what's here. So this is what I was hoping that you would know that.
Kid.
Thank you. He looked all concerned when he came in here. He was like, He's usually pretty techie. Okay, so now I've got this vertical line here. That feels pretty good. I think I'd like to put a little something up in the top or whatever, but I might be having, I don't know if I'll be having a title up there, but I'd like to kind of do that little, you know, sometimes you just have like this little smoosh of accents or embellishments or something there, I think I'd like that. This needs to be popped up for sure. Okay, well, I'm just gonna start sticking these down because this is looking great. April says, I think they're considering stores that sell by the sheet when they put the patterns. Oh yeah, on both sides. I know. I know. And actually, I've seen a lot of stores lately putting the same paper on 2 racks so that they actually display the A side and they display the B side, but like on the shelves. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that on camera. That was terrible. But yeah, seeing both of them displayed, like obviously I'm going down and I want this one and this one and this one and this one. And then afterwards you're kind of looking and you're like, oh, how did I end up with 2 sheets of this? Oh, that's how. So I've been watching, having seen it a couple times recently. And I think tech support has chimed in, so we'll see if we can fix this camera. Miranda had suggested it earlier and I was like, I don't know how. This is my audio that's on right now. And I'm on the top down camera. Okay. Let's take this. So I have this long word strip, and in order to put the whole word strip across here, but I want it popped up because I think it's just way too flat otherwise. I'm just using my foam tape and I'll run it like along this whole back side of this piece to pop it up.
I don't think I can do it while you're streaming.
You can't do it while it's doing the thing. That's terrible. I can unhook that camera for a few minutes. Here, let me go back here. If I have to do that, that's way better if we can fix it. It's the C922 camera. There, but now I'm on camera. So yeah, hi, there's Jonas, he's helping. I'm like, it's driving me crazy, so let's figure this out. The one time that I did use it, Joe had already turned it so that it didn't do that thing.
Still
not. Are you sure you're looking at the right one?
No.
It's the 922. It's a 920. Yeah. Okay, that is really crooked. Oh, I have a T-square. Maybe I can use my T-square to make it not so crazy and uneven. Oh yeah. See, I was already going crooked. It was all going crooked. And now I have this fabulous tool, so I don't have to be so crooked. There, now we can look at my belly button and my scrapbook table.
Just put a white sheet down here and maybe that'll stop it from.
It wasn't that, it was focusing
hands.
as my hands are moving stuff around. So that wasn't it. Color went wonky a couple times, but it was more so the other stuff. Okay, we've got Vicky says, I love your top. Thank you. I love it. It has like little paillettes on it or whatever. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh, maybe I should have done that there. Oh, let's seeing a new option. So we technically took our motor home, not a car with a canoe on the top, but that's okay. I think I like it anyways. And yep, my title's gonna have to. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna stick this on here, I think. I like it. Kayaking, not canoeing. So this feels like a stretch for me because I tend to be quite literal when it comes to putting things onto my sheets. And like, I tell myself, no, it doesn't matter, Alice, it's totally fine. And then I start freaking out and I'm like, no, it matters. And I'm playing with the location of the words and doing some embellishment. I'm actually terrible at embellishing, I think. Maybe that's why I like papers that come pre-embellished, because I'm indecisive as to where things are going to go. Joe's giving us all the directions over the phone. I love it. Oh, I'm gonna just layer it. Okay, I figured it out. Took a minute. Took a minute. I'm gonna layer it right over top. I don't think that's gonna take away from my car. There. Yeah. You want them here? I put them on the chair. There's a chair right here. Anyways, I'm gonna put that up because it's like weird looking at my belly button. Amy says indecisive is why part of my personal style involves gluing it down and peeling it back up again. I know, that's crazy. Okay, well, while he's fiddling with that and I'm fiddling with this, maybe what we should do is do our draw right now. What do you think? I know it's early and I don't have this like even kind of done yet, but I still think it'll be great. So I'm going to pull up a random number generator on my phone because that's what we use to decide who gets to win today's amazing prize. Number generator. And oh, it's really thinking about that today. Usually they come up super fast. I'm back. Sorry. We're using my internet service that is working the best right now. Let's just say that. We're using the one that's working the best. So thanks for bearing with me as we lost. Hopefully it was like frozen like really, really bad. And you're like, haha. That's something to laugh about. Okay, so I'm back, but I think what we're gonna do, we've pulled up a random number generator on my phone. So let's do a draw right now, since that seems like a good thing to do as he's trying to figure out my other screen stuff. So we have 52 people here right now, which is super fun. One of them is me. So that means you have a chance out of 51 to win today's prize, which is a Flavors of the Month kit from the ScrapRoom. So you will get all 4 of those mini kits that I showed at the beginning if you are today's lucky winner. So let me hit the generate button and it says 43. So I'm going to go down to the bottom and count up. So 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43 is Robin W. Robin, you are our lucky winner today. So congratulations. You will win a Flavors of the Month kit. and I will get you to send me an email to support@scraphappy.org, and we will hook you up with your prize. Congratulations, Robin. Did she see? Did she comment? That's always good to know when the winner's like, oh my gosh. So congratulations. I hate to tell the people like who were that close that they didn't win. So, you know, I won't. Congratulations, Robin. You will receive a Flavors of the Month kit. The same one I think that I'm working with right now will be for you. So, there we go. That is good. Okay, so Jonas says we can switch back to the other camera.
Not because it's gonna work any better.
Oh,
Just,
not because it's going to work better. He didn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
can't do anything without shutting your stream off.
Oh, you can't do it while I'm live. I see. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take these little flowers, which are super cute, and I'm going to use that as that little top down embellishment cluster area. I do have a cute little fish, some hearts, and I can use that. There's a little maple leaf in here, and oh yeah, the duck is going this way. I didn't want to put the duck down there because it was going the wrong way, but if I put them up in that little cluster, that's better. And here we go. So I've got little pieces. Yeah, it's still working. It's good. Can we switch back? Okay. And here. Okay, I think that is undone. I get to a point where I kind of like, did I do it? Not quite. I still need to put my journaling on here. So let's talk about the plan for that. As I stick this little piece down. So part of my plan involves, I would really like to include like a good block of journaling because I have funny stories to tell. So what I think I'll do is I'll be putting my journaling across my wooden planks here. I have been watching and seeing a lot of pages recently from my friend Becky Adams, and she is a super pro when it comes to doing journaling strips. I don't know if I'm brave enough to do what she does with all of her journaling strips. Like, she's just really good at them. It's not like brave, I guess. She's just really good at doing them. But yeah, I'm just unsure as to what paper I would print this on, because I don't know if I would put it just on white, but I might just take my white gel pen and use that instead. Okay, so I've got the little river. It wasn't much of a river. It's more of a creek than a river, but we'll go with it. Ooh, maybe that should be up here as well. No. There we go. This is, that's good. And I'm gonna get the little bird in there. Okay, need a little bit more pop film. Nancy is heading off to take care of her mom. Oh, well, best wishes to her. Best wishes to her. Yeah, I will finish this one, and then we'll have a look at that QR code thing so that I can help out anybody that's been thinking of trying the QR code thing, but like thinking, what do you do? And yes, so Robin will get her prize. You're not sorting that? Okay, then you can go, it's fine. Okay, I'm not, for these little paddles that I have here, I'm actually going to stick part of them down flat, but I'm going to pop the little paddle parts of them up. I think that's kind of a fun way to add like multi layers of texture. Alice, I like the oars where you first put them on the left of the photo. Over here. You think that was better over there than up there? I'm undecided. Oh, I should look at it on the camera, actually. You can see things so good on camera sometimes. Oh, I do see that. Ooh, yeah, I think you're right. I think that is better there. See, this is great. This is great. Doing all the stuff. And then I'll have plenty of room here for the journaling. One of the things that we did, this was the first little beaver dam that we had to go over. And then from there, we went over another beaver dam almost immediately. There was two right there because they were right next to the lake. And then we were heading out on this stream that was just a little bit, they used to like groom the stream, so at least like the fallen trees and stuff that were there weren't there anymore, but they stopped grooming it. And because they aren't grooming it anymore, it was a little bit of an adventure. So I don't know if these fish are going to make it on. I keep trying to put the fish on because I think they're so cute, but I think I'm going to have to just leave the fish. Okay, I want a couple more things. And let's pop this flower up too. Really like the look of popping a lot of the stuff. So I do that quite a bit. Leave the fish off. I know, I kept trying. I was trying so hard. I was trying so hard to put those little fish on there. So one of the reasons that the fish kind of works, even though I wasn't catching fish myself, is that when we kayaked not on this day with this stream, we kayaked down a nice little gentle stream over to one lake, and the lake was so clear you could see all of the fish at the bottom of the lake. I have videos and stuff of that too, so I do want to include some of that. Okay, so this yellow is almost nowhere here, but the green. Oh, that was really sticky. And we'll take the blue. And a green. And a brown. Right here. And then the other ones I'm going to do. And the okay, that's feeling pretty good. I will actually cut the top of these flowers off so that they fit in there. And obviously I need to add some journaling here. I didn't use these little pieces, and I didn't use my little wood veneers because I'm just not that good about doing it. I'm sure I could have if I had tried harder, but I think we're gonna leave this right here. I'm gonna pack the little pieces up. That's looking pretty good. And then we'll talk about maybe doing another one. Karen says, if you want to fish, use the wood fish in the bottom right corner. See, I could do that one too. I don't think I need it. I think I don't need it. I'm liking this right here. So here is my ta-da, pretty much finished page, except for journaling. I don't know if this will remain as my full title. I like it, so it might. But sometimes the titles change. So. Okay, I'm going to come back to face for a second. And there. There, love it. Thank you. You need to paint your veneers white. I know, I didn't do that. I did pull out my grunge board the other day and I painted my grunge board white. And I am much happier and I want to use a bunch of grunge board that I have in my stash from a million years ago now. It feels like now it would be good. Okay, so I'm going to take all the little pieces and toss them back in there with the Lake Live stuff. And I actually don't have another photo of that printed. So I can't do like a complimentary page right now. Which is too bad. But that, what is grunge board, Diane? It is, okay, I have it here on my desk because I just painted it. It was a Ranger product or Tim Holtz product that they made, and it was interesting. It has that cool texture. I used acrylic paint. It was like just white dollar store paint, I think, to paint it. And it was all this color. So it's not like brown like cardboard, but it's more of a gray. But it has texture all over it. And so that's actually the back, I guess. You could choose to do whatever you like, but you can see it has texture. But I painted it all white so that I would feel more inclined to use it because and it kind of has a weird smell. Like, I don't know what the weird smell is because anybody like describe like grunge board has a smell. But packages had quite a few designs in it. This one I thought was interesting because it had lots of circles and lots of squares, and then it still has that texture. And they would put like a little piece on the outside that has a texture. You'll see I painted that piece too because I think I'll probably pull off that little tag so I can use it or cut it out of there so I can throw that onto a page too. But they came with lots of different designs. So I've painted these ones up as well. Once I started painting, I just thought, well, do them all. But you can see lots of the cool designs that they had. And this pack had a different texture to them. These ones were not swirly, like that one was all swirly. These ones are all stripey. I don't know if you can see the stripes on this one. There, maybe it's better from the back to see. But yeah, it's all stripey. And Amy says, I have a pack with tons of letters. It smells like wet cardboard, says Roz. Yeah, the smell of the stuff, like, I think was enough to turn some people off right there. They're like, no. Mary says, I have 2 packs I haven't used. I think that was like a common thing. Like, we all got excited about this. But then for myself, the color of it was like a thing, and like to use it every time I would have to pull up paint to use it, right? So because it wasn't to me prepped in any way. So it's got a petroleum bad rubber smell, says Karen. So yeah, it was a thing, right? And so I was talking the other day with Christina and she said, like, just paint it. And I was like, I should just paint all of it. Yeah. Yeah. It's from Tim Holtz. Anytime he uses something and puts his name on it, I want it to say me. Yeah. And it definitely has a stink. And like, I've had this stuff in my stash for a long time. So you think like maybe it would have off-gassed by now, but no. I'm like, is this bad for scrapbooking? I don't really know. Okay. So here's how they describe it. So this is the funny part. Grunge board, a compressed flexible sheet of dingy material with a debossed texture that can be painted, inked, sanded, hammered, or grunged. So So they literally call it dingy material. Like, I'm not kidding. I didn't make that up. It literally says that on here. Grunge board is available in other designs and textures. Visit timholtz.com for demos and product ideas. But like, does this have a year? Okay, patent pending 2008 Advantis Corp. So I'm guessing it's probably from that time, like 2008-ish time. So Sharon says, I'll pass. It was a fun thing because of the texture of it, and then it had like interesting designs and whatever. Yeah, but like out of these 2 packs, I think I've used 2 or 3 circles, and I used a couple sets of wings from this one, but like I've used almost none of it. And April says the production had been rushed to get it back out and didn't get the normal airing out that it got at the factory before packaging. Those smelly adhesive sheets. Yeah, like, and they're not sticky, like, they're not peel and stick, so you can't. Amy says I used an E and that's it. Yeah, so it's just one of those products, because we were talking about products that make it into our stash, but that we just never use, which is why Christina said, maybe you should paint them. And I'm like, that would actually make them a lot more like usable for me. And also I ended up putting a bowl of the wood veneers on my desk so that I could pick through and play and use something. See, I do have like a nice little leafy thing that would go on that page. I could totally still put that on there and pretend like I did that and planned it. Amy says it was a giant E on a page of my then newborn daughter, Elizabeth, but still just an E. Well, it was a giant E. That's like counts so much more. But yeah, grunge board. It was a thing. I am going to make at least 1 page that uses some of this stuff. I'm actually going to take some of the squares or some of the circles and do like a whole background design on a page. So I think that would be super fun, especially now that they're just white and not this dingy grayish brownish. Yeah, it's just not my thing. It's just, yeah, and that's okay. It's good to know. Like, I bought the 2 packs. I didn't really use them, but I didn't go out and buy another 2 packs, right? So I'll give myself a pass on that. Okay. So I am looking, and I keep looking back at this rainbow package and this cut file. And I'm not like the biggest cut file user, let's just say, but I think I would really like to do that. So it says sunshine, and then I've got these lovely little butterflies as well. And I think that could be just a really fun thing to play. Now, I thought it was interesting because like they actually have a piece in here that has all the letters on it. And I think that you can, like, the idea is that you can use this as your templates. So it says, loosely cut the pattern papers, first roughing out around the templates on the sheet, position to where you want them. These ones are nice block letters, so that's not too hard to fill in. Like, but personally, I find filling in cut files kind of like a torture device. Like, I see a couple people nodding, they understand. But imagine this beautiful striped paper. Now, if I put this over top, it looks great, right? But what if I just had all of that as the cut file in the back? And then, that was on another sheet. That would look nice too, right? I could just put it on here and just call that good, right? Like, it looks perfect. But I think that this would be a pretty good one, like a fun pattern to have, and then I can do something different. What I'd actually like to do is do something with a little mixed media with this. So we'll see where this goes. I think I'm going to actually try doing this on here. So wish me luck. I'm tempted to try using my X-Acto blade instead of scissors. Does anybody ever do that? I think I might like that more. I'm fond of X-Actos and I'm not fond of fussy cutting. So if you had a scan and cut, I would say use that, says April. Gee, no, don't have one of those sitting in the corner unused, probably not even plugged in right now because it doesn't get that much love. Oh, didn't realize that you didn't have it. Oh, I thought you were joking because you knew. I thought you were joking because you knew. So funny. Yes, I totally have a scan and cut. This is just so fun and so pretty. Okay. I almost just want to put it on there and just leave it and just be lazy. She says, I was feeling smug because I have one. Yeah, but you might know how to use yours. Sounds like I found myself a teacher. Is that what you guys all think? I found myself a teacher. Okay, I'm going to stick this down and then I'm actually gonna do, it's not gonna be like permanently stuck down. And I'm gonna use my X-Acto, I think, to cut it out. As long as I can find that. I'm a little concerned because I was trying to clean up. I told you I was trying to clean up. And sometimes when you clean up, you move things into unusual places. This just looks so beautiful on here. Honestly, I could just like leave this. That's kind of lazy of me, but it does look beautiful. Oh, see, doesn't it look beautiful? It's like I'm already done. I don't even have to fussy cut it out. See, there's good ways of cheating when it comes to using cut files. Maybe that can be my how-to. We could do it as like a live event where you walk me through the steps for extra educational purposes. Candace says cut files. That's something I would love to learn more about. Yeah, and I encourage our ScrapHappy members to attend our special 11th anniversary party that we are having later this month on, is it the 23rd? Correct me if I'm wrong. That might be wrong. I think it's the 23rd. At 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, we are having a ScrapHappy special party, not just our regular happy hour party. And we will have some special events and, you know, little fun prizes. Amy says, I would just leave it like that. See how pretty that is? I'm really tempted. It looks good. So now I'm looking at my other papers and what I'm thinking, this would be really fun with a little bit of mixed media, but also it's super beautiful with these other papers. Yellow. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm just going to go for it. I don't need some mixed media. And I know I'll have a good picture to go with this. I haven't printed it yet, but this paper says sunshine all over it, and now it has that. I've got like a major theme happening here. Okay, let's see. We got my camera to work, but not do the fix thing. I'm a very slow worker. That's why I don't do video. But I did just buy the phone camera setup that Kathy Zelski showed on her Instagram on Friday. There you go. Okay, so let's switch camera here. And let's see if I can convince it that it should be a little brighter. Okay. There we go. Now we've got this beautiful yellow. Did I put it all the way to the side? Maybe. Oh, so nice. And look at these little, this paper is beautiful. This paper is beautiful. I love the little sunflowers. Okay. if I print my photo with a white border, I don't even have to do that kind of work. And then I can just have a little spot where I can do journaling. This blue would be good for that. And then what do I have? I've got all the fun little embellishments. I don't think I'll put the little butterflies on the same sheet. I think that would be too much for me. But I can use these. I'm going to plan to put my photo up here and have this kind of become a mat for it. So, oh, that's where I'm like, where did I put my, I move things around a lot, but that's okay. There. Very happy paper. I agree. All right, so this is that rainbow paper, and I'm going to use this like a mat right here. Let's just do. So I'm going to take some of this off at the bottom. Oh, that is not my trimmer that I just replaced my blade on. Note to self, I need to buy some more replacement blades because when I pull out my alternate paper, it desperately needs it. Okay, so now I'll put my photo at the top. I'm going to print the photo with the white border so that that work is pre-done for me. And then I'll put this here, and then I just can add a few couple little embellishments. I won't even get some of this extra fun paper in there, but like, look at the fun embellishments that I have to work with. This will be so great. So a fun little butterflies and this little fabulous rainbow. I want to do that. There's a bee that looks a little too cartoony. You color my worlds, but they spelled color not right for me. Canadian A. Oh, and I did love this little rainbow that had the little polka dots. Did love that. Oh yeah. Okay, I like that better than this. Okay, I'm gonna stick this right down right now. I'm gonna do a little more space near the top. And stick this one down too. Very happy paper. Yeah, so I'm kind of curious what everybody else has been working on. So in just a second here, once I stick this all down, maybe we can do a little show and tell. I will just remind you that we record this and share this on my YouTube channel. So that is public. If you wish to share, then it will be public on my YouTube channel. On my page. Ooh, look at this good smile. Oh yeah, that's gotta go on here. With this cute little rainbow. It's down here. Right, like this. And then the little teeny tiny dots. Nothing. Working on nothing. She is just hanging out to visit, says Vicky. She like, right? She says nothing. She's not working on anything. But that's okay, because that means you have plenty of time for visiting. Okay. Let's see if I can convince these to stay. I painted my nails yesterday, but don't look too close because they all broke last night. They chipped so bad. I was sitting in the hot tub and apparently they didn't like that. So while I thought the hot tubbing was great, my fingernails were less impressed. Oh, I'm doing these too close together. Okay. I'm sure I have a little tool that makes this easier, but here, almost done this. Okay. So think about your show and tell if you want to share. We would love to see what you've been working on. And I can get these little things. Ugh, that is like, it all seemed like a good idea till I realized how little they were. And then it's like, oh, right. Moving these little tiny pieces. Okay, but this is gonna go at the top. And okay, I don't know. I don't know where my stuff is. Vicki says that she's still messed up from Hurricane Ida and I just need to relax sometime. Then you are in the right place, my dear. Relax, enjoy, have fun. Just visit with your friends and just take your mind off things for a few minutes. Okay, put the smile up here. And then I want this little butterfly. Ooh, I don't know if I should stick them all down yet, because I do want him to be kind of overlapping on my stuff. Okay, so I'm going to just take the rest of these things. I'm going to keep that together. This is like in progress, but I need to print my picture and get the other pieces done. But I'm kind of excited. It's going to be so beautiful. And I totally cheated with that cut file, but it looks awesome. So do those small pieces come off with a low tack masking tape to transfer? I don't know. They might have. They might have come off with that. Yeah, I just stuck it out. There was only like 10 of them or something, or a dozen of them. Yeah, in the end, they're done. It's good enough. Okay, well, I'm going to switch back, and if there is anybody that would like to share what you've been working on, maybe show me what you're playing with, just let me know. Maybe just turn your mic on for a second, then I can see. April, I think your mic is on. Did you want to share something?
I take my my stamps and dies out of the packaging and I put them in my storage pockets for organization. So I've been sitting working on that and adding them to my catalog app while we've been talking. So this is how much I got done, plus a few that I've already taken inside and filed.
That's amazing. So can you tell us a little bit, like I think you've shared before, a little bit about your organization system, but anybody that's seeing that right now would probably love to know more.
Yes, I store most of my stuff. These are from Ellen Hudson. It's their brand. If you buy Ellen Hudson stamps and dies, they come in these and I loved them. That's how I found out about them. They are more sturdy than the Avery L. They're more vinyl, where the Avery L, a lot of times when I was buying them, they would be, some of the envelopes would be split or the seams would fail. No trouble with that at all. And then I also buy the magnet sheets from them. They come in several different sizes and they come packs of 25, the envelopes and also the magnets. And I actually have several different sizes from them. The small is the ones I use mostly. They're 5x7, a little bigger than 5x7. 5x7 would fit in here really easy. They also have, this is the largest, which is like for your 6x8s. I usually trim down the packaging because I like to keep the packaging with the branding with my stuff. I'm not one of those people that likes it where it all looks the same. I like seeing the brands and I feel like it helps me find them in my system. I don't have my file boxes here. I use Totally Tiffany, mostly Karen bags. They're a little like a buddy bag. for filing them. And then I use the, what is it called? Color My Life app. And I'm able to put all the details, the sentiments, everything. And then I have a searchable database. It includes the images. I can save, like if a certain artwork inspired me to buy a stamp set, I can save it with the stamp set in my catalog. And it also has a place to put where I've stored it. So I have a filing system by theme, but I don't have to stress anymore that I won't be able to find something if I don't, like next time I'm searching for it, did I put that under girls, or did I put it under mermaids, or did I put it under ocean, or whatever the things are. I can just look in my app, so I don't have to remember. And as my memory gets less.
So who here is all sitting here like mind blown, like my organization is not to this level?
I will give a tip. I have an old paper trimmer that is not my favorite that I use when I cut my packaging down, because it will totally ruin your blade. So I don't, it's like how they have the scissors, you don't care if they get ruined. This is my trimmer that I cut magnets and packaging with. Next month, I'm going to be talking in my ScrapHappy about how I store my stencils. That's what I decided to, that's what my blog is going to be about.
Cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're
Yeah, we're
welcome.
doing how-tos in October, right?
I think it's organization, this month, organization.
Oh, this month. Yeah.
This
For
month.
September.
I've already
September.
taken the pictures, but I haven't done the post yet.
September is like the time of renewal for me. It's like that time where I'm like, cool, all the new things again. I want to do all the stuff. Karen's asking, what brand was it again that you were using?
Ellen Hudson. It's they are a craft supply store. I think they're maybe in the Washington area. They're on the West Coast. It's Ellen, ELLEN, Hudson, HUTS. I think it's ON. It's either ON or EN.
Yeah.
And it's their brand. I've used other things too, but those are my favorite. So occasionally I have something that doesn't work in those sizes, but that's my, that's my standard solution.
Mm-hmm.
And I have blogged about it, and I will find that blog because I've got links in that blog.
Cool.
I'll find that blog post and link it.
Vicky says that organized was my word for the year, and I still have a ways to go. I wasn't brave enough to make that my word of the year, even if it should have been, Vicky.
This has all been kind of like what I did during COVID. How people did like, projects in their house or whatever. This is kind of, I still have a long ways to go, but there are certain things that I have like got it down, and that's what I've been doing.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, April. I'll let you put that on. Sonia says she did some memory decks, so we can have a look at your memory decks. Sonia, did you want to turn your audio on? And then I think maybe Debbie will be up next. So
can you hear me?
I can hear you, and I'm going to bring you up on a spotlight. There we go.
Hi, mate. So cute.
Oh my gosh, those are adorable.
I do like a swap with a friend in the Netherlands, and we pick a theme, and I just had to do back to school because I've got too many cute little, these are all doodlebug, obviously.
Embellishments and fun little pieces for back to school. I love it.
Yeah. So
awesome. Well, thank you. And then, so like, what are you doing with your memory decks? Do you actually keep them in a little memory decks? Like how are you? Oh.
So she sends me stuff, and I've just painted a box because I know you can buy the Heidi Swap Rolodex, but I just made myself painted a box and painted some let me see, like
right.
If you buy sushi, there are sushi sticks, and then just glued on with hot glue, and then I just swapped them. So these last month we did tropical animals, so that's that. And I don't know, we've obviously done Halloween and stuff, and Easter, and they're just on my desk, and I just swapped them around. So I can look at it. So I didn't make these. These are the ones she sent me. I don't use memory decks for memory keeping, but it's just a nice outlet to quickly put something together and use all my really, really cute
And do
stuff.
something fun. I love
Yeah.
it. Well, thank you so much for showing us. I think Debbie is coming up next. Hello, Debbie.
Hey, so this is my first time to join. I just became a member last month because Alice drew my name out of her lovely bingo bin.
I know I've got that like the awesome like raffle
Yes,
barrel now.
thank
It's like
you.
very official.
I find other ways to use that. That's awesome. So my grandson spent a week with us in July. He's 10 years old and it's the first time he spent a week with us. So I just cut out a bunch of tags using cardstock and I've made a little book for him. That's us playing a game. And there's several cards for every day. Some of them are interactive, like here's one that pulls out. We went to the ballpark, so I've got tickets from the ballpark in there. I went to see just lots of fun things for him to just hold in his hand and remember the week that we had. Lots of just cute small little pictures. And then the other thing that I finished that today. I didn't do it all today. I've been working on it for a while. And then I used Chamel's Best of Both Worlds kits, and she made a page for a title page in her album. And so I did too, and it's going to be for all the layouts I make in my album for July with Mimi, same thing. So we did this, she did something like this. It's a little similar. And then I covered it in the back because you know what, all those challenges with vellum, right? So I just made it square or rectangle, make it easy. Hers is a lot more sophisticated than mine, of course, but so that's what I did today. It was great hanging out with everyone.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing. I love seeing what everybody makes
Me
because
too.
there's just so much creativity and like scrapbooking is such a well of inspiration and yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for joining our ScrapHappy family. You
I'm excited.
you messaged right away. You're like, I'm so excited. I was like, yay. this is what it's
I'm thrilled.
about. And that's perfect. Let's see, we'll do this. And do we have someone else that wanted to come up? To share what you've been working on, show off your stuff. So yeah. Oh, and April shared the link. So I'll try to remember to put that on the replay page too, underneath the video. So I'll try to have that there as well when I post that up. Jacqueline, welcome, Jacqueline. Let me bring you up. I feel like I haven't seen you for a long time, so
Yeah.
welcome.
Good to see you. So my brother asked me to do a little book about my uncle and their hunting trips because my uncle passed away last year. So I covered up, this book is full of dead animals. So I figured people might not want to see that. So I just left the people in. And I actually fussy cut, well, with my X-Acto knife, the horns so that it could go over the picture.
Cool.
Whoa.
That was
You
a
have-
really good touch.
And then this is just one of those simple stories, little flip books. They're so nice and thin.
Yeah.
And then, oh, I had one other. So I did a full 6x8.
Cool.
Some of my Heidi swap up. And then,
Nice. Oh, that is such a sweet project. So you do plan to give this to your brother, or are you keeping it and you know, like
I think he actually wants to give it to my aunt. So I'll give it to him and he can look through it and then decide if he's keeping it or giving it to her.
well, will you do something like taking pictures before you hand it over? Because like I'm tend to be like really possessive of the things that I make. I have a hard time letting go.
Well, with this one, because I wasn't there for any of this, like it's all just their trips. It's not as sentimental as if it was family events when I was there.
Okay.
So, but I will totally take pictures.
Yeah. Vicky says she is too. So I don't feel quite as bad. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us. I love seeing your stuff. It's nice to really see you today, actually.
Well, it's good to be here.
Okay, let's see. We've got Roz and then Diane. So Roz, let's bring you up. Let's see. I'm gonna add a spotlight. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
I've been working on it's a sketch challenge for the whole month of September. So and most of the sketches are single pages, which I never do. I always do doubles. So I've been having a blast and I've been using up a lot of supplies, but I'm only on day 10. So, and I've skipped a couple days. So I'm a couple days behind, but this is the one I was working on today. And so it was 6x6 papers. So I fussy cut a heart out of one of my 6x6 pads, and
It's
I
perfect.
still have some work to do on that one. And this was the one I was finishing up. And so it was to use something that you've been hoarding. And the sketch had like stacked paper. So I used washi tape instead. So
I think I could fall under that category too.
yeah.
That's
Yeah. And those
beautiful.
flowers were from poinsettias from Imagines. And so like, I think they're at least 10, 12 years old that I was saving for a special layout, you know.
Look,
So
you made it.
crappiest picture I have. And, you know, that's my special layout. And my cat, Sophie.
I
She's been
think,
helping.
you know, one of the hardest things is learning to save it in your book and not in your shelf, right? Like, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Okay, so next up we have Diane, and then we'll bring up Candace. So let's bring up Diane right now. Hello, Diane.
Hello. I've been working on a journal for my daughter filled with pictures and doodads and all kinds of stuff. It's a little overpacked. I'm not going to show you every page because it's huge. But anyway, it was a Tim Holtz portfolio that I used, and then we kind of expanded on it. But I'll show you the first part of it. It's like, maybe I should show you all of it. This opens and it's just got a bunch of different pages in here that open.
Wow.
Flip open and all kinds of pictures, and there's room in her for her to put anything in here she'd like to add to it.
Wow. So
It's
what
a little
paper
hard.
pack did you use for that? Like that looks like beautiful paper.
I used two. I used a Simple Storage, Simple Vintage Ancestry,
Yeah.
and then I used a paper pack. Oh, I don't, let's see, it is 49th and Market Vintage Artistry Everyday 6x6 collection.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So
Yeah.
beautiful. Really nice together.
And so these flaps open. Oh, you know, you can't see the
There's like
bottom
so
one.
many pieces that you just want to touch in this.
I know, and really it's sometimes I can show you the lower, here's the lower part. There's like a pocket thing in here that you can stick. I stuck pictures in here and just random stuff, and a random picture of nobody I know. I just found an old vintage photo of some people and put it in there just so she might question who's that or what. You know, her cat and dog. And
Which great aunt is this?
yeah, this flips up. There's some pictures in here that I put. So it flips up. And
Wow.
then she can.
And so all of these flips, were those part of this project?
No, that was all built with using craft paper.
Okay. So you added all of that.
That was all added, yeah. And then this little thing flips down. And then, so there's a picture here and here. This flips up. And this one flips down. No, it doesn't. This one just opens and there's a pocket in here. This one flips up. And like, you know, there's tags and different things in here that she can pull out. And
So you said you'd used something from Tim Holtz. Like what part was actually the Tim Holtz thing?
I can show you that afterwards because you'll
Okay.
laugh.
Okay.
Okay, the portfolio, the supposedly portfolio. So then here's the next flap. It's just got her cat on it. And then this, I think I just stuck in here for her to use if she wanted to decorate it a little more. I left this empty for her to do whatever she wanted with it. Here's another pocket. She can do whatever. I just put some like tags. I made some tags and stuff and put the tags in the pockets.
See, I've taken a couple classes like this. Have you taken a bunch of classes to like,
I didn't take a class, but I followed someone online on video on YouTube that did
Mhm.
this. She put it together. This is really cool. I like this part. And she did a 4-part series on how to put it together. And then, you can kind of use any paper, any decoration you want. See, this is-
So Vicky's saying she watches Bree from Interactive Scrapbooking, who does this, or Brie or Bria. Do you know who you were following?
Yeah, Andre Demers. She's French. And this 4-part series is the only one she did in English. But if you watch her other stuff, you can kind of understand what she's doing. So this comes out, and then these are flaps. So I just put some pictures in here, travel pictures that she had taken. And again, this is just, I put some tags in here, and this is just a picture and some stuff. And then that's another flap with just some pictures she had taken. And then we already saw that. And here's the other side of that. Oh, this didn't even stick down in there. And then this I left blank for her to do whatever she wanted. Another one that I left blank that she can stick memorabilia or whatever she wants in here. And then this one opens. This will be secured by this
Little tie.
ribbon. And then this one flips down. And then these, just some odd pictures of her. And then this flips up, and I put a little envelope in here, and I stuck some more little doodads or whatever in case she wants to decorate a page. And put that in. And then this will close back up. And then another blank page for her, another blank page for her. And I put this little picture in, just, I think it's a Halloween picture, yeah, with just this pull out thing she can use for journaling if she'd like. So she can pull that out and write in it, or she can take these out and do whatever she wants. If she doesn't want these in here. And then this last is just her and her boyfriend at a wedding this summer. So that's it. But yeah, I got to show you the portfolio because it's actually funny. I mean, it is. You look at it and you're like, you're kidding me. This is all that the portfolio was. It was just the 2 flaps here. The 2 bottom flaps that you saw, and then 3 things that you can stick on. That was it.
Wow.
So there's a lot of added stuff to this, and it's the first one I ever made. And if anybody decides to try these, my only suggestion is you make your gussets at least 1 time larger than what she suggests, because my book's getting really thick, a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. And some of her gussets, which is, you don't know what a gusset is, it's like, it's where your pages fold, like where they open and fold. Like this might have a
Right.
1/8 of an inch gusset. It should have been scored at 1/4 of an inch to give it a little more thickness.
So Vicky's asking if you have a YouTube channel.
No, I'm not that good, but if you want to do something like this, it's Andre Demers. It's Demmers. Her first name is Andre. And she has a 4-part series on how to make this. So all you need is let's see.
I'll see
The
if I can
Tim
find that
Holtz.
too and link that up underneath the video
Yeah.
descriptions when I post the replay for this.
I don't remember which portfolio this was. I think this is a small one. He's got 2, large and small.
So that would have been a much different project if you had done it with just those supplies and not
Yeah.
like added all of the
Yeah.
other
It would have looked basically like this with the
Yeah.
one large page and the flip here and then the middle and then the two flips here.
Yeah.
And here there would have been, that's where you see the 3 pages that you can make. So
You definitely
two,
took it
3
to a whole new level.
yeah. Well, she did. So I can't take the credit for, she designed it. So I can't.
So Vicky says,
Well, I mean,
due to the
she
fact that you
designed the
don't have a channel, because it looks like you could totally have a channel.
I probably could, but I'm not, I would never, no, that's too much. This
Do
is
you
for
have a
fun.
YouTube or an Instagram, Diane? Do you share stuff on Instagram?
Not too much, but I guess, I could share it on Instagram, but not until after she gets it for her birthday. so,
Right.
But
Cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
yeah, you're welcome.
Amazing.
It's something different. It's my first time I ever tried something like that. So
Yeah.
if I can do it, believe me, anybody can do it. If I can do it.
Obviously, she's a good teacher
Really?
because, like, you look like a star pupil.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't feel like one, but it took me a long time. It's taken me most of my summer to complete this.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring Candace up next. I'll let you put yourself on mute, and I will bring Candace up. There. Did I do this right? There we go. Hello.
Hi,
She is.
hope everybody's doing well on this Saturday. I've been working on the daily pages. I've been doing them since the Scrap Smarter experience in January, I guess. So
January,
I've been doing that. So I've got a number of books filled. And this is my favorite one that I did the other day. I got some dies from, I just ordered them off of Amazon. And then I wasn't happy with just the black. So then I popped them out with yellow, and then I glued every little piece in there. And even my husband liked this one. He thought this one was pretty cool. So that's kind of, and then I just spent today just getting back to caught up. So that's what I've been working on.
Awesome. I think it's amazing that, you connected with that project and just like dive right in, right? So that you just like said, hey, this project really works for me. And then you just kept going with it. And now you definitely have built that habit, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And my husband's been very good. He goes, are you going to do your daily pages today? Yes, I am. I'll see you in about 20 minutes. So it's been good.
Well, and that, he's kind of like on board, like he kind of knows the routine now too. That's awesome.
He does indeed.
And Margie says, oh, I love your doors.
Oh, thank you.
So, well, thank you so much for sharing. I'll just do a last call. If there's anybody else that would like to share what you've been working on lately, then just turn your mic on for us for a sec, and then we can bring you up. And Amy, your name keeps popping to the top, so I keep thinking that you turned your mic on, but you haven't. So, but no pressure. So yeah, that's amazing. You guys are so creative. I love seeing all of the things. And today I feel very productive, right? I got this page is ready for my journaling and a few little final touches. That was my first one today. And then my second one, which is partially done, my sunshine page, which also used one of the kits. I'll have to finish that one up and I can get that done. So just as a reminder, if you're interested in a Flavors of the Month kit, you can get that from the ScrapRoom. They're at scrap-room.com. I highly love them. I get the Flavors of the Month and their add-on embellishment kit. And I said yes to the coffee selection, and it has been delicious today. So I really enjoyed that. It's just this opening the package is worth the coffee part. Like it's not an extra cost. It's just like you open it up and it's like, oh yes. So lots of fun. Well, thank you so much everyone for joining me for this Scrapbook Live session. Just a reminder, if you're not one of our ScrapHappy members, they get invited automatically, or you're not on my email list, that is the only other way to join us live for these sessions. So you can go to scraphappy.org/subscribe, and you can give that sign up for the email there. I don't spam too much because I don't have time to send more emails, but I will let you know when we have events like this happening. You can actually go to the ScrapHappy website and look for the word free up in there, and there's a calendar, a free calendar, and you can actually Google subscribe to the free calendar, and these events will show up on your calendar so you know that they're coming up. But you still have to be on the email list to get the links, because that's where it is. Or else you could come and join our ScrapHappy family. Many of the ladies that you saw sharing projects today are in our ScrapHappy family, and I get to know them personally, and it's been so much fun. We do different challenges. We are actually working on a challenge right now. It is in the planning stages, called the Great Scrapbook Caper. It is inspired by mysteries, and we are going to be scrapbooking every single day during the month of October, inspired by mysteries, and it's so much fun. So that is our next big challenge coming up. We also have an 11th anniversary scrapbooking. ScrapHappy has been a membership community for 11 years. I wasn't at the helm the whole time, but I'm sure happy to be here now. And we are going to be celebrating that with a special party on the 23rd. So members, please make sure, like, it should be on your calendar, but make sure you don't miss it. It should be a lot of fun. We've got some special things in store for that day. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. Please join us for all of the fun things, and I look forward to seeing you at our next event. We will have another Scrapbook Live in October, so watch for that too. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you for today. It has just been so wonderful, and I really appreciate your advice. Like, your tips are always on. Like, it's like, where should I put this? What should I call this? Where should this go? Y'all come through for me, so I appreciate it. It's awesome. April says this is the best option. Join the friendliest group of scrapbookers on the internet. I agree. I love our community. It is so much fun. So thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I love it. Bye, Nicole. Margaret says this is my first time. Thanks. Yay. Well, thank you for joining us today. Daniela is here. Oh my gosh. I hadn't even seen your name in the comments. Miranda's sending heart eyes. I love it. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Bye.